Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Us Rating Stuff.
Howdy. It is John explain the situation of why I might fall asleep at any point.
I mean, I should hope not. It's 10:20 in the morning.
On a Sunday.
Even so.
I don't have children. This doesn't exist.
We're both busy people with lives, so we're doing a morning episode, which will include morning drinking.
It will? Yeah. That's yes. Of some.
Do you think we should proceed to the wheel? So I know if I'm drinking a roast dinner beer, because I think that's still on the wheel. Are they still on the wheel?
Yeah, they're still on the wheel.
Or if I'm just going to have breakfast whiskey instead.
Oh, breakfast whiskey, nice.
Because I've got to watch the calories
obviously, because you're a big bastard. Yeah. This coming from a big fat bastard, we know our own. I've got a nice, relatively weak beer because morning drinking. I'm not as young as I used to be. And
it's 10:20.
I was out last night. We didn't get home till gone midnight and that for us is late, because we're old. We were playing board games. It's good fun. Anyway,
position it as brunch drinking.
No, I suppose if you go out for brunch, you have like a bottomless brunch. You have you get on your fizz, don't you? Christmas morning, you have tradition. We have a Bucks Fizz, which is morning drinking. We should spin the wheel so I can drink though, because my mouth currently feels like gnomes shat in it overnight.
Over the course of your lifetime, 8 gnomes. Is that spiders? Carol.
Are you about to say over the course of your lifetime, 8 of these things will crawl into your mouth during your life? I'm going to guess, given that spiders are real and gnomes aren't, it might be spiders.
Gnomes are real.
Garden gnomes are. They don't get around much. They tend to, just sit there like this. They're not even doing this. They're not animate at all. They're just...
I feel that the little people, I'm not sure of the correct term, should adopt the term gnomes.
Oh, I don't know. But dwarfism is an actual thing. I don't know what they like being called these days. But those lovely little folks, love them.
Them.
Yeah.
Spin the wheel.
Of whom Warwick Davis is their king.
I thought Peter Dinklage was the king now.
Oh yeah, he might be the king now. Yeah.
I want to watch Willow again.
They're remaking that or remade that. I can't remember one of the two.
It's on Disney, I think, in HD or something.
The original.
Yeah.
It's good. Did they remake it or am I imagining that? You have a look. I'll get the wheel ready.
I'm not sure I want to see a remade Willow.
No, it was a damn fine film. Yeah.
There was a Willow TV series, apparently, that did not score well.
Or maybe it's that I'm thinking of. Yeah.
The headline is The Willow Disney Plus TV show is an abomination.
That's not a great start.
No. So I will stick to the old movie.
No, it is brilliant. And it's Val Kilmer, isn't it?
Yes, as Mad Mortigan.
Yes. Anyway, right.
It's one of those kind of weirdly traumatic, slightly uncomfortable.
I can't remember who the baddie is.
From the 80s.
Who's the baddie?
I don't remember, but I feel like it's someone very famous.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, I'm going to share the wheel. Share the screen for the wheel. Share the wheel of the wheel.
Queen Bavmorda.
Who's played by...
someone very famous.
And famous.
Whose name I cannot place, so I will just go straight ahead and look it up.
Fair enough. Can you see the wheel?
I can, but just let me know. You should do Bavmorda first. I'm looking at her and I know who she is.
See, weirdly, I can see you and me and the wheel, which doesn't tend to happen. But, we'll go with that.
Jean Marsh.
Nope. No idea.
No. No.
What is...
know her if you saw her.
Jean Marsh.
Jean Marsh.
Jean Marsh.
She's in lots of stuff.
Oh, yeah. I recognise her. I think I remember her playing a witch of some kind.
But that might be Queen Badmorda.
That might be Queen Badmorda. Yeah.
Huh. She hasn't been in as big a things as I thought she had been. She's been in lots of British TV. That might be it.
She was in the House of Elliot. She looks a bit like the woman who played the landlady in Spaced.
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah.
The landlady in Space is like Jean Marsh's sister, who's gone a bit more off the rails or something.
I don't think it is her though.
Hey, she's still alive. Good for her. 89.
Hey,
Rock and roll.
89. Jesus.
Keep on rocking. Right, let's spin the wheel.
Okay. There's a picture of her in 2009, which is 15 years ago. And she was looking old then, so I dread to think. Not that there's anything wrong with aging. Aging's fine. Anyway, you can see the wheel, right?
Hey, Sean, you're 43 this year.
You can fuck off. Yeah. You're already 43.
I know. That's why I can be mean to you about it.
When was your birthday again? Don't say, because hackers will use it to socially profile you and get into all of your things.
I think they can find it anyway. It was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. I sent you a present. But I only just sent you a present. And it's not much of a present because you knew you were getting it anyway. So I'm calling it a present so it looks like I've got you a birthday present. But it's the big box of beers.
Is it going to help my cholesterol? Because I do need to cut back.
Not even slightly. I don't think there's any. You know, like you get margarine, like Flora, and there'll be a one that's meant to lower your cholesterol, right?
I have some.
I don't think there's a beer like that.
Oh no, but there should be. If we stick some of those plant sterols or whatever it is that is good for the cholesterol in a beer.
Yeah. Right, I'm spinning the wheel.
Because the beer doesn't give you cholesterol, it's just empty calories.
It is.
Spin it.
Right, okay. So you got the wheel. You can see the wheel with your eyes.
See the wheel.
Sweet. Oh, hang on. What's the worst thing in the world ever?
Oh, Lost Lager Guava, I'm sure.
Yeah, what's best thing in the world ever?
Still Oxford.
No. Yes. Because Scotland didn't quite topple Oxford. No, but nearly. Right, I'm spinning the wheel.
Despite the wishes of our viewer.
True. It's spinning. It's spinning. It's gonna be a.
Huh. We've been expecting it.
It was gonna happen sooner or later. Now might be the day that Lost Guava gets knocked off the bottom spot. Maybe.
Only might.
Maybe. It's still a very bad beer. Okay, spin number 2. Oh,
You.
it's me.
Oh, this is going to be awkward.
I'm pretty sure I'm better than fascism.
Yeah, but I quite like Oxford, so.
True. Okay, and third up. I can't put myself at the top of the list, can I? That's ridiculous.
No. So you won't be at the top then by definition because you'll have to drag yourself down.
I'm gonna have to, yeah.
Tarka the Otter.
All right.
Huh.
That's it's a weird mix.
Let me write this down in the spreadsheet, kids. Dreams.
It's a very. I mean, the order that they're going to end up in is pretty obvious, right? I'm going to open a beer because
All right, hold on. Let me get a drink.
Okay.
Breakfast whiskey.
What whiskey you want today?
I don't. I only keep one bottle at a time and get through it. It's the more-
Yellow Dog. Nice.
Which is phenomenal whiskey. It's really nice.
It's really good.
It is
I'm
really good.
on the Al Dipper because of the beers in my fridge. It's the one that is the weakest, which seems like a good thing for breakfast beer.
The breakfasty thing.
Right. So, interesting mix of things. Let's be right up front and say that the order that these things go in is going to be fascism, Tarka the Otter, Sean, right? Because
we can't. We have to debate first.
but If
No,
you put me below Tarka the Otter, I'm going to be pissed.
so I do want to call out something.
Okay, okay.
We're rating fascism,
We are rating fascism,
but not Nazism, not Nazism,
not Nazism.
which is not a defense of fascism. But
No,
it's just,
Nazism was a branch of fascism, sort of, though, wasn't it?
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No debate. And it's not. I'm not saying fascism is a good thing. I think we should just make a half-assed attempt to be objective.
Okay. We are in no way in favor of fascism. Fascism, bad. And now let's discuss why it's bad.
Oh, all right. There's a good answer on Quora, which is
Okay.
often a dive, but it's an amusing answer. And it suggests that it does not benefit people as a whole. It does benefit a small select group of people.
Okay. Okay. How's that different to capitalism?
Because capitalism does actually benefit everyone.
Does it? Or does it benefit the Bezoses of the world?
I want you to look at the life accoutrements, everything that someone has of someone in the lower social economic stratas now
I'm
and
not
someone 100 years ago.
I'm not saying that we should look at capitalism and look at fascism and, draw about an equal path between them and say they're about the same. I'm just saying that if we're saying capitalism benefits the few more than everybody else, then capitalism definitely benefits the few more than everybody else. That's not to say that everybody else doesn't also benefit, but
No,
capitalism is really set up so that a few select individuals get stupidly bloody rich.
I'm not wholly convinced, but then I think we're starting to talk about capitalism because we don't operate genuine capitalism.
That's
In
true.
theory, the governments are supposed to regulate it and steer it in a way that's beneficial for all, and they don't. But
Capitalism's
we're
not.
rating
We can
fascism,
we
which
can
is
put
not beneficial for all of the people at all.
no, it is beneficial for some of the people. Shall I go to the famed internet university of Wikipedia and find out what it says about fascism? Because if we read what Wikipedia says, we can't really get in trouble, I
I'm
reckon.
going to try Britannica.
Interesting. I can't find the search button on Wikipedia. There we go. It's because my screen was too small. Okay.
Fascism.
Fascism, right? Interestingly, it tried to autocorrect fascism to racism.
No.
Okay.
Fascists often racist, but I don't think. Well, no, fascism does have the external enemy as a concept, right? So maybe racism is embedded in fascism.
Wikipedia says fascism, obviously, that you can then read about. And then it says there are many different types of fascism, ranging from Albanian fascism to Yugoslav fascism, which are different versions of the ideology. But let's look at the main Wikipedia page for fascism. The summary is fascism is a political ideology advocating an authoritarian, hierarchical government. Okay. Fascism is a far-right, authoritarian, ultra-nationalist political ideology and movement characterized by a dictatorial leader, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition, belief in a natural social hierarchy, subordination of individual interests for the perceived good of the nation or race, and strong regimentation of society and the economy. And the picture that it gives you fascism is Mussolini and Hitler having a nice cup of tea, just sat having a little pose, being like, "Hey, how's it going, Adolf?
Oh boy.
He's good, Mussolini. How is it with you and the family?" That's probably the conversation.
What accent was that?
Well, neither of them were Italian or German. Let's be brutally honest.
No.
So,
I have struggled to find any benefits to fascism, and I had an earnest go.
good. I'm glad that you can't find any, because I don't think there really are any, right? What I
I
do
thought there
find,
might be something if you follow the path of like a strong unified leadership.
yeah,
But in practical examples, like it didn't mean to particularly effective economies or production or organization. It actually led to a lot of corruption and inefficiency and general nastiness too.
I have difficulty separating fascism from Nazi Germany. I think because they are the most famous, biggest, most obvious proponent of it. So some things that Nazi Germany did, I don't know if they're fascist or just Nazis dicks. Ferinky dink. What's the whole the thing where they tried to breed the better people, the Aryan race thing?
Eugenics.
Yeah, is that particularly fascist, or is it just a dick thing to do?
I think it is because there's a fascism is a lot about telling you you're the chosen people, right?
Right, right. So
Uh,
actively, social engineering and birth related engineering
hmm,
towards that end would be a fascist thing.
I think so.
So we can
This arguably
probably
is one we could have. Well, no, we don't prepare for anything.
no, we don't. That's against the
Uh,
ethos of this show.
I think it's something that can come out of fascism.
Comes alongside it.
If you are a fascist, don't feel obliged to be into eugenics.
No, if you're a fascist, you're bad enough already. Don't feel you have to double down.
Don't make it worse.
Just stick with good old fascism, and if you want to wean yourself off of that, that's a good thing. But don't double down with eugenics.
Consider another ideology or
Yeah,
gardening or something.
tyranny maybe. Baby steps.
What? No, wait. We got feudalism on there because that's a different debate.
That's true. Feudalism is yeah. Serfs and such.
And everybody loves surfing.
I don't think that's what surfing means, Carl.
Luckily, we're not discussing it today. I
Catching
don't
some
think
waves on a peasant. Da, 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 da.
but that's how it started. Before the headboards, you would ride around on a peasant.
And that's why they ended up being called serfs.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That there is no defense of fascism. It's awful and terrible. It's not particularly efficient, and it doesn't do any of the good things your proponents might think it's going to do.
What else comes along fascism, Carl?
What do you mean?
Well, so eugenics, we said alongside it. Racism, we've said possibly aligned with fascism.
Yeah, because I think you're not you, a fascist. When you've got trying to run a country in a fascist way, you want to construct an enemy of the state, of the people.
Yeah.
Externalize the problems that you face, blame it on someone else, and demonize them.
Artificial enemies that aren't really your enemies, but you make them out to be your enemies so that you can unite the state.
Unify a lot of power. Obviously, no democracy. They hate democracy in a big way. It's a kind of place where you might still have elections, and there is one option on the ballot.
Yeah, like North Korea. Is North Korea fascist, or is that a tyrannical government?
I don't know what it would be classified as.
Or is it communist?
Well, it's
Let's find out.
it's also a hereditary.
Yeah, so is that like that's
Really.
almost a monarchy, but
It's
not
not
because it's not royal?
North Korea political
Korea.
system. It's a dictatorship, a socialist state, a communist state, totalitarianism, one-party state, and a juche.
No, a jus is something you put instead of a gravy. It's like watery gravy.
Oh, wait, no, juche is a North Korean term.
Ah, okay.
I mean self-reliance, which is arguably laudable.
And watery gravy. So North Korea watery gravy.
Juche, not. Wait, what? Are you thinking juice?
Yeah.
I don't like juice. Why? No, gravy needs to be thick.
It does. You need to be able to stand a spoon up in gravy.
You do. And it needs to be poured over everything.
Yeah. You need to fill up your Yorkshire puddings with it and then pour it everywhere else. And then when you've eaten the top layer of the food and there isn't any gravy on the bottom layer because of reasons, you can either get more gravy or you can use the gravy that you have previously stored in your Yorkies to serve that purpose. Yeah. Love it. Love gravy.
Exactly. And it all comes in an even bigger Yorkie.
Does. I don't think gravy is necessarily fascist, though.
No, God, no. Don't take my gravy away from me.
No. I mean, there probably is such a thing as fascist gravy.
North
I
Korean
reckon-
juice is Juche, just to be clear. It's nothing to do with juice.
I reckon, yeah, fascist gravy is basically a jus. Yeah.
Oh, that's a terrible line you just said.
What?
Play back the recording and check it.
What did I say?
I'm not saying it. It was awful.
Do I need to edit it out?
We'll leave it in because funny.
What was it? I thought I said fascist gravy is basically a jus.
Yeah, but if you imagine what that sounds like.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mean that.
No. Anyway, North Korea, not really fascist, apparently. Not good. Not fascist.
Do we have any fascist states? What's an example of a currently existing fascist state?
Russia.
Is Russia fascist? It's technically not communist anymore, is it?
They haven't been communist for a long time. They are very fascist now.
Or are they
external
fascist?
enemy? They've militarized the state.
Or are they a
ignored democracy?
Can you have a dictatorship that is also fascist? Are they mutually exclusive statements, or
No, I think fascism is inherently going to have a dictatorship.
okay. Russia bad at the moment though. Bad.
I feel Russia does meet fascism definitions in many respects.
It's quite the generalization, but Russia bad.
Um,
Russians probably lovely. Russia, no.
Looks like there's debate about it because they're currently in a weird transition to being properly crazy. I think that's another element of fascism, though, is it's very there's lots of different variants depending on who's implementing it.
Well, as the Wikipedia page says, you can have Albanian fascism, American fascism, Austrian fascism, British fascism, Croatian fascism, French fascism, German fascism, Hungarian fascism, Italian fascism, religious fascism, including Christian fascism, clerical fascism, Islamic fascism, and esoteric fascism, Russian fascism, disambiguation, social fascism, Spanish fascism, and Yugoslav fascism.
I feel like we should move on from all the fascisms.
It's a lot of fascisms.
It's not going to score well.
No, it's going to score badly because it's bad for the people. And proponents of fascism throughout history have tended to be dicks.
Understatement.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice. Bosh. Fascism. Done. That could have gone a lot worse.
I feel this is a setup for the next one.
Was it Tarka the Otter? No, it's me.
Oh, it was you.
Yay!
I feel like you've engineered your competition to be fascism.
You're on the wheel too. Who knows what you could come up against?
Well, you've taken the worst thing off the wheel.
I have.
There's nothing that's obviously going to score lower.
No, I don't think so. I think fascism is scraping the bottom of the rating and also moral barrel.
Yeah. You.
Me. I'm going to let you lead off on this one because to talk about oneself would be to blow.
Why are we on here? This is so. We should not be on there.
Hang on, I need a thing for this. Let me just. Yeah, that is right. I'm still wearing.
You wearing Spider-Man PJs?
Fucking am. Right.
Oh, my son has those.
They're very comfortable. Now, we're talking about Sean. So let me get this out of the way. This segment will involve me.
Why?
Blow my own horn.
Can you actually blow that horn?
No, it's a drinking horn.
Oh.
Yeah. Although I've never drunk out of it.
We can't put them down. Such a pain.
Me.
Need to stand. You.
Well, I've got a stand for it, and I've also got a leather holster so you can have it hung on your belt, which is handy.
Is that a baldric? No, maybe.
He's the bad guy from. Not the bad guy. Sorry, no. He's the incompetent idiot played by Tony Robinson.
Oh, it's a baldric, a belt worn over one shoulder that's typically used to carry a weapon or another implement.
Is that what Baldric's named after?
I think so.
Interesting.
His name is basically sword belt.
Right, gotcha.
You.
Me.
Pretty inoffensive.
Thanks.
Mostly harmless.
Yep.
I'm
a little bit red like a lobster at the moment.
Not too red. Not too red. We've got daylight for this one, so you're not yellow because of the normal yellow lighting.
True. That is true. So I'm in a
Kind,
food.
kind to animals, kind to children.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
kind to most things.
Cheerful,
Pretty cheerful.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No overt bad political beliefs. Definitely not a fascist.
Not a fascist.
Not a fascist.
Fascist. I am your oldest friend.
Ah,
Yeah, not by age, but by years served.
no. I think our viewer might be my oldest friend by
He's
here.
probably your oldest friend. Yeah. As in, he is the friend who has the most years of age. Whereas I'm the friend who has known you for the longest.
You got tenure.
I got tenure, yes.
Tenure.
That means I can't be sacked, right?
Yes. I don't see how you could be sacked because you're not going to do anything nasty enough to require the sacking.
Oh, that's a good question. Is there anything I could do as your bestest best bud that would make you go, nah, Sean, none of that? We throw out some examples. If I killed a person and asked you to help cover that up, if it was a righteous kill,
What's the context?
So someone does something bad, real bad, and they somehow get away with it through the courts, but we all know they done wrong, and he's personally slighted me. He's done a real bad wrong to me, right? A real bad,
Vigilantism.
an unforgivable wrong. So I'm like, well, the courts be damned. I'm going to do my own thing, and I deal with the situation. And I phoned you up and I go, Carl, I did this thing. Kiss hand.
I'm not sure I want to say.
That's fine. Nice, nice.
I'll warn you, digging holes is really hard.
That's why I'm getting you to help.
I had to dig the holes to do the foundations for the kids' climbing frame, and the ground. I mean, it's a nasty clay, but digging a hole, digging a 6-foot grave is a lot of work.
It's going to be hard, and we'd have to do it somewhere where no one would find us because you can't just do it in the back garden.
No, so I'll bring a mini digger, and we'll get it done in 15 minutes.
It's quite obvious though. It's quite, people are going to notice if a bright yellow mini digger is in the woods.
But they won't ask questions. Hard hats, high vis, mini digger, you're just working.
That's true, actually.
Shady men with a torch digging by shovels in the woods in the middle of the night, that's sus.
That is suspicious. Yeah, good point. We'll just be really obvious about it then. Yeah.
With a mini digger, we'll go real deep.
Read deep, and then no annoying dogs in the woods will sniff and dig us up.
I'm thinking about it. If we get a little concrete pour or two, we'll rent it from the same place.
Mm.
We'll just lay a little slab over it. Then if anybody does dig down to look for stuff, there's this concrete.
We'd have to bury the slab.
Yeah, so we dig the hole.
Yeah.
In goes corpsicle.
Right.
Concrete over the corpsicle.
Yeah.
Fill in the hole.
Gotcha.
Job done.
That's how we do it. Hey,
but of
everyone,
course, we're not going to.
There's some evidence of how we would do it, but we're not going to do that. But it's nice to know that if I needed help burying a body, you would you'd deal with that for me.
If it is a rando you've killed, I'm not going to support that.
If it's just a rando, I was like, you know what? I fancy some killing.
Yeah, I'm not on board with that.
But as we have said, I'm a nice person, so I wouldn't do that.
That's what they always say, though.
That's true. That's true. Would you take a bullet for me?
Maybe your thing as a serial killer is putting it on this show.
Oh, because then it's a double bluff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it turns out you've been broadcasting what you've been doing for years.
I know. Well, I have. It's true. Would you take a bullet for me, Carl?
Ooh, where?
Somewhere deathly. I wouldn't want you to because, and I'll tell you for why. You've got kids, and if it's a choice between me or you getting shot to death, I think I'd want to get shot to death.
I feel you've got a better chance of surviving.
More mass.
Right. I would do my best to save you. I would.
Oh, I'd take a bullet for you because, like I said, if I die, pretty bad, pretty sad. Everyone very unhappy. But if you die, you leave the boys, and I don't want that. So yeah,
I don't like the construct of situations like that. I much rather that you do whatever you can in the moment to survive.
It's true.
And it's not like it's very artificial. Like I will shoot you unless you stand in front of him. No, we'll charge the guy.
Yeah,
let's not sit there and take it.
Attack down. We might get shot anyway, but at least we'll have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, the chances are if he shot one of us, he's not gonna be like, ah, let you go free.
Unless he did it with a musket, and then you're like, he's got a. Hang on a sec.
We've watched Sharp a lot, so we'll reload much faster than he will. Like, having never tried it, but watched how good they are in that show.
They're quick. They're bloody quick. I don't think we'd be that quick. I think we'd fumble fucking everything.
Yeah.
Balls, you know.
We definitely
powder.
shoot the bolt plunger thingy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Was it the they shot your bolt, don't they? Is that what they say?
Shot your yes.
Shot your rod or something?
Rod? Oh no, it's a rod. It's a rod. You rod it.
But that thing, when you shoot too soon and you shoot that and then you can't reload because you've accidentally fired your reload bit at some Frenchman.
Yeah.
It was always the French back then. I haven't got anything against
French. Yeah. Could you shoot that thing hard enough that it was like a harpoon and it ended up like stuck through a Frenchman?
Oh, I think it's going to make a mess of people. You're not going to be happy about it.
No, true.
But like musket balls are big as well.
Yeah.
Other things, if you did the fascism, I would not be your friend.
No, that would be bad. Not down with that. What else? If I suddenly decided to be cruel to animals, all the abhorrent things, I think.
I want to call out here, you do eat a lot of them.
That's not cruelty, though. There are some ideologies that say that was cruel. I think that I like eating meat, and that's okay.
You eat a lot of them. You wear a lot of them.
I do. I'm not wearing any at the moment.
I know.
Don't think
Have
so.
you not got real horn rim glass?
No, these are very earth friendly. They are Timberland earth keepers, and they are largely made out of recycled material. There you go.
Well, that went good for you. You care about the environment.
I do care about the environment. I think the environment is very important. I think I think what we've done to the environment as a human race is abhorrent, and we didn't know any better. But that's
Hold
not
on.
an excuse.
That sounds like eco-fascism.
Possibly.
Public servant.
I am a public servant. Yes, I am. I serve the public good.
I think you should do quite well.
I'm a lovely uncle.
Are you available in 4K Ultra HDR?
Well, I think life is, isn't it? Isn't life just? I mean, I would argue we're probably a lot higher than 4K. And HDR is billions of colors, and I think life is in billions of colors, right? Because if it wasn't, how could you film it and then have billions of colors?
Actually, you don't see in amazing res and very high dynamic range. Your eyes are pretty chunky, and your brain does a lot of processing.
Are you saying that the world, what is filmed for films, is less high quality than the films themselves?
No, the world is.
Yeah.
But how we peep at it. We're not ultra high-end video camera eye people. We are smartphones with crappy little lenses that do a whole bunch of processing to make the pictures look nice.
True. Isn't everything actually upside down as well? Or did I imagine that?
I don't know how to pursue this. I know exactly what you're talking about.
With the flippy eye thing. Yeah.
But no, everything is not
upside down.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure at school they told me if you wore glasses or lenses that flipped it.
Yeah.
After some time, your brain will say, look, that's enough of this. And it'll back.
It'll do the
processing. Yeah.
Buggered.
And yeah, then you take them off and it is upside down again. Your brain's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Right. First off, headache.
Yes.
Then it'll fix it for you.
What else is great about me, Carl?
I don't like this.
All about Sean.
Good friend, generous, kind to animals, kind to kids, fun uncle. Uncle? Good company.
Yeah.
Cheerful.
Yeah.
Generally optimistic and positive, which is highly underrated. Well, I don't know if it's underrated. It's a very valuable thing.
I mean, a lot of that is because of the meds I take, I think.
Oh, well, that's on the negative. Okay, negatives drain on the NHS.
Yeah, yeah,
Public servant.
yeah.
Um,
I don't pay for prescriptions, so I'm like an extra drain on the NHS.
oh, jeez.
Yeah, I know. Did you just put public servant in as a negative?
Yeah, it's in both.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
'Cause
Representative of the man.
I'm not a big statey person.
No, you're not. You're not. And that's fair. We do good works though. Local government. Local government, yay.
My local government sent me a letter saying we've got no money. Please let us know what we can shut down. Like not to lots of people, not just to me.
Hey, Carl, we need your opinion.
It was fun. So there was a local Liberal Democrats thing, and I don't think there's many supporters around here because this is a very conservative area. And I did get called by everyone. Would you vote for me, like to be the candidate? Oh, geez.
I'm gonna take this jumper off because I'm very warm in here.
More PJs, more PJs.
It's like it's a PJ. It's I don't discriminate.
Don't discriminate. Oh, that's worked out really well for this episode.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Oh no, that's good. No, you don't. Another pro for you.
I don't discriminate.
What entertainingly, yes, I've never seen any discrimination.
No,
gender or race or sexual orientation, anything like that.
Yeah.
You do, however, do highly dubious impersonations.
Yes, I do, although not on this channel.
Not on this channel.
Yeah, I have been known to do a Nigerian prince impression, trying to send you money. That's
it's
pretty bad.
There's the South African song.
Oh yeah, what you mean? It's
yeah. Actually, that sounds much more offensive than it is. It's not offensive. It's
no,
South
it's
African
not.
Singing a famous pop song.
It's hilarious. It's Michael Jackson's Black and White,
or white,
black or white, but sung in a South Africa. It's great.
Yeah, and no words are changed. It's not made offensive. It's just
it's bleak. It's white.
Happens.
Bleak. It's white. It just sounds better in a different in a South Africa.
So that.
Yeah, I'm a reasonable. I don't want to say musician. I'm a reasonable percussionist who hangs around with musicians sometimes.
Oh yeah. When did you last play the drums, Sean?
Many years ago, but I always found that if I was working on something that I wasn't quite sure how to play, and I was having trouble with it, and I'd like not play for a week, and then the next band practice I'd go along and I'd have it because my brain had a week to figure out what to do. So having not picked up a drumstick for 10 years, I reckon by this point I must be a fucking superhuman drummer.
I think what really happened is that you smoked a lot during that week and you don't remember any of the practice, and actually you put in lots of effort, and then without any memory you woke up and was like, oh, I could do this.
That is possibly the case. I was into my recreational drugs during my in a band time.
I have one of his CDs from his band.
Oh, I bet that doesn't work anymore.
No, it did commit suicide. I'm choosing to believe because of age and not because of the music.
Yeah.
Because it was a CD recordable, rewritable thing. And
they don't last. That music is still around somewhere. I think Ian's probably got it somewhere. Well, that's good about me. I mean, as a physical human being in his early to mid 40s, early 40s, this is not a well-functioning, high-functioning, well-maintained machine.
That's not a reason to rate you poorly, though.
No, but it's compared to some other people who maybe took themselves in for a service every now and then over the last 42 years of their life, that I would not be getting a good price on Auto Trader if I was a car.
No. I think I know a website where I can find out how many camels you're worth.
All right, I'd be interested to know that. But for the sake of transparency, we should say, in the same way that if we were selling a car, I have gout. I have what else have I got? Gallstones. I have ME. I have hypothyroidism.
Hold on. Your
What
age
else
is 42. Your height is 190, 188 or something?
6'1". What else is wrong with me?
What's that
Oh,
in centimeters?
I have generalized anxiety disorder. There's another one. There's probably other things.
Yeah, none of these reasons are bad things. Well,
They're
okay
not. They're
then.
not reasons not to buy a car, but they're like they would have been noted in the logbook as or your MOT. They have been flagged up as advisory.
Advisories. Lots of advisories.
Lots of advisories. I'm not
Rusty
a junker,
undercarriage.
but
Still runs.
it runs. Yeah, I don't run. I never run.
Thing is, with one of
Never.
these models, if they've made it this far, they'll keep on going. Like you've got
True.
good work at this point.
That's true.
Anything that's going to fall off has fallen off. When
To
you
do
had
with an oil change.
what color was it?
What color was what?
Your hair when you had it? Brown? Blonde?
Yeah, like brown, like dark brown.
Not brown, not brown.
Yeah.
Eye color?
Green.
Green. Beard? Yes.
Yes.
Body? Nah, the one.
I mean, there's a tremendous sense of value for money.
All right, you are worth 50 camels.
I need a benchmark. I don't know. How many camels are you worth? I don't know whether 50 camels is good.
All right, readjusting for me. I am 1 year older.
Yeah. Well, you're not, but
about 5 centimeters shorter.
yeah.
Also brown hair.
Well, grey. Ing.
No, you're quite right. Grey hair. Sorry. Eye color also green. Green and grey. I mean, okay, green.
Greeny brown, right now.
I'm not as beardy as you, so let me tone the beard down a little bit. Figure generic.
It's better than you pay attention to it. You've got a gym in the garage that you use. I've got a gym in the garage. It's not mine.
I'm 63 camels.
And how many camels was I?
50.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I get 13 more camels. That's fair.
Should we rate the spreadsheet kid? He's healthy.
Oh, yeah. Let's find out how many camels he's worth. I
Spreadsheet.
reckon he's younger. He's healthier, apart from his feet, which are fucked.
Right, how old is he? He's 40 this year and he's 39.
He is. Are we doing anything for his birthday? His big old 40.
I think we're going to nominate the Scotland trip to be his.
Nice.
He's a little bit shorter. He's also got blonde hair.
Yeah, sort of bloody hair.
He's a blue-eyed gentleman, I believe.
He, just in a callback, if he was maybe a little bit taller, prime Aryan specimen, I think.
He's quite Aryan.
Mm-hmm.
The spreadsheet kid is coming in at an epic 80 camels.
Damn, that is a lot of camels.
Good for you, spreadsheet kid.
Yeah.
Should we?
What would we do with 80 camels, though? I mean,
I don't know.
you'd have to feed them. You'd have to walk them.
I don't know how I could with this climate.
Well, you have camels in zoos in this country. And they
It's
seem
sad, though. British animals in British zoos outside are always a bit, what the hell?
yeah, unless they need decent amount of space and they need decent enrichment, and even then, they're still in a zoo.
Right.
Right. So we like Sean. Sean's
good.
Sean, good peeps. Okay, it's good to know.
He is good people with a capital G and a capital P.
Certainly.
Tarka the Otter, I don't recall ever reading. I do recall reading A Ring Over Bright Water, which is another traumatic otter book.
Tarka the Otter, I think, lives in the West Country somewhere. I believe.
The novel describes the life of an otter, blah, 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 and the River Tor and River Torridge in North Devon.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Devon, blah, blah, blah. Tarka does some stuff. He's got an enemy, which is the local otter hunt. Is that a thing? Did we hunt otters? And there's an evil hound called Deadlock, which is a pretty cool name for a hound.
Deadlock?
Deadlock. Isn't that a superhero person or a supervillain?
Deathlock.
Deathlock. Okay.
The book, he originally came from a book, Tarka the Otter, his joyful water life and death in death in the Country of the Two Rivers. Jesus. It's a 1927 novel by English writer Henry Williamson, first published by G.P. Putnam and Sons, with an introduction by the Honourable Sir John Fortescue. I recognise that name. It won the Hawthornden Prize in 1928 and has never been out of print since its first publication. That's impressive. Wow.
What the hell? So I haven't read this.
No.
I'm assuming there's trauma, and so I found a website that's telling me about the trauma.
Right.
It is traumatic. Have you read it or seen it?
No, but I assume it's traumatic in the same way that Watership Down, and to a lesser extent, Animals of Farthing Wood was tragic.
Yeah. I think this might be anyway about the movie. But apparently, Tarka's father is killed in the first 10 minutes, presumably by the hunt.
Like Bambi's mum.
Tarka's mother dies while he's looking on.
Like Bambi's mum.
And then Tarka himself dies at the end, taking out their evil Deadlock.
Deadlock's a dog, did you say?
Yeah, that like the chief hunting dog.
So the otter takes out a dog. Fair play to him.
Nemesis.
Fair play to them.
I don't now want to see or read Tarka the Otter, to be honest with you.
I like that. I like that it's in the West Country. I like a bit of West Country. Apparently, Tarka is said by the author to mean wandering as water. Although not written for children, the book soon became popular with young readers and also influenced literary figures as diverse as Ted Hughes and Rachel Carson. Okay. Plot summary. Separated into two parts: the first year and the last year. River Torridge born. Learns how to swim. Loses a sibling to a trap.
Tarka the Otter reception, impact on society, importance. Like, is there a redeeming thing that makes it good? Is it literature? Why is it literature?
I think it is literature. Yeah.
Because it's unsentimental and it's kind of nature in the raw. I guess it's kind of a anti-hunting book.
His first mate in the book is an elderly otter called Grey Muzzle, who is killed during Tarka's first winter. But yeah, he hooked up with a experienced older lady.
Grey?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind just going all that grey. Like pretty much at any age.
That is handy for you.
No, here's my complaint. Why have I also got to be losing on the top two?
Because if there is a God, he hates you. No, better answer, because you touch yourself at night and it makes Jesus cry. Yeah. That's the sort of answer that you'd be given by the good people in our religious establishments.
There's quite a lot of jokes that I want to take away from that once my retina's recovered from the sun that just appeared.
You've gone very pasty white.
Yeah, I was looking out the window and it's oh dear gosh. Moving on from Jesus and masturbation.
Mm-hmm.
Where were we? Otters.
Otters, yeah.
Otters in general, awesome.
Yeah, like an otter.
Tarka the Otter, the book, looks very traumatic.
Yeah, sibling dies in a trap. His first mate is killed during his first winter. It says, which is unusually harsh. Oh, the winter. The winter's unusually harsh. Not
the book is also quite harsh, it appears.
Yeah. He fathers a litter of cubs with White Tip, second mate. I assume White Tip dies. Most of the otters, little ones probably die. Okay. So, Williamson, the author, his attitude to the hunt is somewhat ambivalent. I think hunting is pretty bad. While admiring them for their own regard for the knowledge of the otter, and despite being personally friendly with his local hunt, the violence and cruelty of some of his depictions of hunting is clear.
I don't like hunting with animals.
No.
At all. I don't, setting animals and other animals, no.
Nope. No.
Hunting yourself with a gun or whatever, it's a different thing.
Well, hunting the most dangerous sport, that of man.
Have we got that on the wheel?
What, men hunting men?
The most dangerous game.
I mean, I can put it on there if someone suggests it.
I do think there's a difference between hunting yourself and hunting with animals.
I think if you're hunting, it's that I'm reading a lot of Pratchett at the moment. This will come back in, right? So the Assassin's Guild, their thing is they've got a code, and they say it's something like they will never take a contract on someone who doesn't have the ability to defend themselves. But they class anyone with an income of more than 50,000 dollars a year as de facto being able to look after themselves. So I think, yeah, if you're a man hunting a man, then as long as that man has the means to defend himself and it's mutual, it's probably all right.
Sean?
Yeah.
Why are we back to you murdering people?
I don't know. It just comes around.
It's the murder episode. I'm ready to rate the things because we've been talking a long time.
We've been talking quite a while.
We spent a long time on fascism when we should have very quickly moved to
fascism bad next.
Crime fascism, yes.
Yeah.
In order.
Yeah, this is pretty easy, right?
Well, wait, you want to go best to worst or worst to best because we can't get this wrong.
I think we go worst to best.
Worst to best. To be clear, the worst thing out of these three things is fascism.
Tarka the fascism.
If we were a TV show, a modern TV show, that would be when we cut to an ad break.
It would, yeah.
And then we do a recap of all of the rest of the episode.
But we don't have ad breaks because no one wants to sponsor us because no one watches this channel.
Why would they? Hey, viewer does, and then the rest of the staff.
I don't think we should start charging viewer though. I mean, because then we'd have no viewers.
True. So fascism, super bad. Bad. No equivocation. I tried to find some kind of.
I'll do one of them if I can be asked. Like, fascism, bad. Bad.
Yeah, just to be clear, no one should consider it. Like, even if you want strong government and things like that, and focus on the own people in your own country, there's ways to do that aren't being a fascist.
Yeah.
Right, next.
Me.
You? No.
Oh, no.
Not
okay.
you. Tarka the Otter.
Tarka the Otter. Fair enough.
I don't have a strong opinion on it. I know it's better than fascism.
Yeah. I think my when we come to scoring Tarka the Otter in the actual thing, I'm just gonna assume from what I've read that it is tragic animal based literature in the mold of Watership Down and
Are we rating the otter or the book or the movie or the story?
I think we should rate the concept of Tarka the Otter as a whole.
Okay, this is all right.
Not the dude himself.
No, because he's
mate. Is Tarka a dude or a he is
Tarka.
a dude?
Actually, he is a dude, Sean, because he had children with his female mate.
Didn't say female mate, just said mate.
Didn't he say that she? Didn't it say that she had the babies?
No, it just says he fathers a litter of cubs with his second mate. There you go. Yeah,
There's some giveaways there.
bit of a giveaway there.
Okay. And then obviously you at the top because you're you.
Great me.
Oh, great.
You're on the wheel too. That'd be interesting. See
Why are we on the wheel? We shouldn't be on the wheel. So.
where you rate against me.
Right. I'm gonna cut straight to the chase. The current worst thing on the list is Lost Lager Guava.
Yep.
Now, I do propose that fascism comes in under it, but only just under it.
Dead last.
That fascism needs to be last on this list.
Yeah, I think it's the only thing on the wheel that could displace Lost Guava at the bottom of the wheel.
Yeah, and I'd like to make a jokey point and push Lost Guava down a bit more, actually.
But actually, when all things considered, when you come to think about it, fascism's pretty bad.
It's not. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Tarka the Otter.
Taka. I'm kind of ambivalent because I don't want to poop on the guy's book, and lots of people love it, and otters are super cool, and it was
Love otters.
hunting. But also, with all these things on the list, if someone says, "Hey, would you like a can of Arcade Made or to read Tarka the Otter?"
I'm going to go with Arcade Made.
Yeah, right, I'll have the drink. Thanks.
And also, maybe we use this as an opportunity to push Arcade Made up. Because we need to.
Now, Hot Frenzy was an utter lie.
Yep.
So,
Glee Frenzied.
I propose just under Arcade Made then?
I'm with you. Done. Damn. Bosh.
Right, that's the awkward one.
I feel maybe like I should abstain.
No, you got to, because otherwise, if you put it all on me, I need to rate you high above things that I might like more.
Okay, all right. Well, you can take first punt though.
Right, let me start. Where's a good place to start? All right, Carl. Would you like to know Sean or to watch Under Siege? I would rather know Sean. Would you like a can of Hazy Jane or to know Sean? I'd rather know Sean. Would you like to watch The Lion King? Nope.
Just no.
Nope. Top Gun Maverick or Sean? Sean.
It's a good film, but
Jackhammer or Sean? Sean. Wales or Sean? Sean. Silk Road or Sean? Why is Silk Road up here? Sean. The Abyss is a good
don't you
movie.
fucking dare.
Sean's better. Hydra Fight was a good bib. Sean's better. Neon Dream. Sean's better. Generation X. Wait, aren't you in Generation X? We agreed.
Yes.
Do I think you're better than most other Generation X's? Yes. Fort Lauderdale Beer. No, Sean. Wingman. Sean is my wingman.
Oh, and also wingman, as it turns out, is a lie. We have to remember that.
Yeah, but we always said the can was great.
That's true.
I
I like that. I'm your wingman. I'm your broski. I'm your brother from another mother.
You need a cooler jacket with roundels on, a tattoo, and to be a man-sized eagle.
I'll work on it.
Right. Scotland. Are you better than Scotland? Well, I've seen you more often, so we got to say yes. Are you better than Oxford is the question.
Bearing in mind that you wouldn't know about Oxford other than knowing it was a place that existed if it wasn't for me.
Aunt lives in Oxford, I did.
And how often did you visit her?
Not as often as I should. I'm not very good at the family stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, you got to vote yourself in somewhere. I'm not going to do my big reveal. I don't feel I can put you at the top of the list. That's too aggrandizing.
I quite like myself, not in a big I'm the big I am kind of way, because not that at all. I'm quite a self-effacing. I am the humblest person. No, I'm quite a humble person. I'm not like, I think all men are equal, and I don't really
Really? Because you're about to vote yourself above Generation X, aren't you?
But I like myself as a person. I didn't always, and I don't think everyone always does, but 42 years of life, I've come to the conclusion that I'm actually pretty nice bloke. Yeah, and I'm okay with saying that, I like me.
Where are you going to pitch yourself?
I am a person with feelings and relationships and a whole ecosystem of friends and family and loved ones, and therefore I am better than all of these things, which are things and not people.
Are you trying to put yourself at the top of the list?
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that.
There may well be things that come up later on that are better than me, but for now, I would choose myself over any beer.
Think of the joy that Oxford has brought, a little bit of joy to millions of people.
I love Oxford.
Is that more than the aggregate joy that you've brought to a smaller number of people?
Probably not, but what is Oxford if not the people who make up Oxford? And am I not one of those people?
You can't put yourself like at the top of your own show.
I can and I will.
Fine. For the sake of amusement, Sean is now the best thing in the whole world.
Woo!
A show that is named after him 50%.
Yay me. I feel both very happy and slightly disgusted with this.
I want to argue, but it's more amusing to me that you're on top because you claimed the top spot.
Claim the top spot, yeah. I'm great, me.
Right, I'm going to make you say it.
But hang on, though. We haven't taken my many, many flaws into account.
No, you can't now try and retract it. Now you've realised the arrogance of what you've done.
You know, the fact that I'm a barely functioning, upright wreck of a human being. We haven't taken that into account. I'm quite a nice person, but also bits are falling off.
You don't externalise any of that, though.
That's true.
You don't bring pain to other people because of it.
No.
So why would that be? That's not a drawback for you. I mean, I wouldn't buy your chassis.
No. Christ, no.
But you're not like mad or lashing out or...
No.
You're slightly defunding the NHS.
A little bit. Brought up by hippies who basically had a, do what you like as long as it doesn't hurt other people ethos, which I like to think I've carried through life.
Liberalism.
Yeah.
Proper liberalism, not the ones that everyone's hijacking.
Proper liberalism.
Wow, there's a dog outside with a phenomenally long lead. Sorry.
Is it one of those ones that you press the thing and
It is, but it's crazy long, and from my vantage point, it looked like there was no person, just a very long lead and a dog.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if it turned out as it walked past it was being walked by another bigger dog?
It would, which had another extended lead on.
To another bigger dog.
Anyway, let's get back to how you positioned yourself better than everything.
Okay, I would like to put myself above Wingman.
No, you already positioned yourself above Oxford.
But honestly, I don't think I'm better than Scotland or Oxford. I don't, because I love Scotland and I love Oxford, and they are. Yeah, I'm taking a few points off for the husk of a human being that I've become over years of neglect.
Also, like, where's the humility?
Long gone,
Jeff Bezos is in here, and he's a living human being with a relationship.
Yeah, but he's kind of an arse, though, isn't he? And while I can be an arse, I don't do it whilst
Jeff Bezos has given billions to charity.
I've given tens to charity.
To be fair, you haven't absorbed your wealth from other
That's true.
people like a big...
Suffering of others, potential suffering of others.
All right. I think Oxford and Scotland are big places that are ancient, bring joy to many people, home to many more people.
True.
Not countless, like some millions, thousands.
I'm pretty sure they've been counted, censuses and stuff.
Yeah, but many.
Yeah.
I feel above wingman because you are a wingman, new wingman. But Oxford and Scotland deserve the stuff.
Big props. Big props. Yeah. I think that's fair. I feel more comfortable with that than just saying I'm the best thing in the world. Even if it's only temporary, there's a lot of pressure on the best thing in the world.
There is. Also, you can't put yourself. Right. So the worst thing in the world is now fascism.
Is.
Didn't that work out well?
Bad fascism. Bad.
And the best thing in the world is still Oxford.
Mm-hmm. And we're putting Tarka the Otter just below Arcade Mate, and we're putting Sean just above Wingman.
Yeah.
Done.
As an even better version of the wingman who provides me more alcohol. Doesn't look like a cool big sentient eagle.
Yeah, true. And on the subject of brings you more alcohol, expect your box within the next couple of days. which will mean that for at least the next couple of months of episodes, we will also be having a lovely synced up beer alongside the episode.
The syrup that is my blood thanks you.
And most likely it will be a sour. So we're going to be sours for the foreseeable.
I like sours.
Sours good. I ordered some Brewdog beers because they had a clearance. Go and have a look, actually. Brewdog got a clearance on of some.
No, legitimately, I've got 3 months to get it fixed, or the doctor's going to try and give me stuff.
Nah, go Brewdog, it's fine. But they've got loads of their their bottled sours are on like half price for members.
No,
So sour stouts.
I do need to get it down, or the doctor will be angry at me.
Fascism bad. Sean, third best thing in the world.
See, that's better. That's okay.
Yeah, somehow that's better.
That's better than you saying I'm the best thing in the world.
For now. For now. There are many things better than me. We just haven't got around to them yet. Yeah.
Something could happen to Oxford or Scotland that means they get struck from the list.
I don't know if that's a sort of thing that we have. I think all ratings are final, right?
What if there's a fascist revolution in Scotland?
Then at the time at which it was rated, it was fine.
We can re-rate the.
We're coming back to the what we started talking about is, what could I do that would make you drop me as your Bessie Bud? Likewise, what could Scotland do that would make us drop them? So if Scotland did something abhorrent, then maybe we'd reconsider. Yeah, but for now,
cool.
All right,
done. All right, cool. I was going.
I'm going to get on with the rest of my day. Oh, I'm going to go and watch Oppenheimer with Spreadsheet Kid.
Have fun.
Will do. It's going to be great. It's going to be long. It's going to be great. Woo!
That's what she said.
Hey.
Bye.
See you next week.